Right people, I'm going to keep you guys here through all stages of me making my beef pie, even including putting this in the holder, because right now is always wisdom. The only problem is you won't be able to see what's going on in the pan, but while I'm actually chopping and all that, because I want you to be here for all of it, even though it might not be practical, you might not get bored, but you will hear my voice. So we're going to try all this today. Alright, and you're going to watch exactly how I cook. You're going to watch my methodology. So I'll put the chopping board here. I'll pause it if there's some tedious moments there, because I am able to pause the video and restart it again. But I don't think it's going to be that boring. I reckon, I love onion, so what I'm going to do is not slice these into real thin slices. I'm going to have it's going to be relatively chunky. But I'm going to use 3 onions for wisdom, because I really like steak and onion pie at the shop. It just sounds good, doesn't it, that word, steak and onion? So braised steak and onion is nice as well in the tins that you can buy. I like that. What's it called? Like Tom Piper or whatever, braised steak and onion. So, sharp knife. This was a Kmart one. I bought 3 for $7. They're really sharp, and that's all you really need. So, I'll pause this bit. You don't want to be watching this. Alright, we'll keep going so you can watch. Main freight people are faggot masculine people, aren't they, I'm hearing? Right, onion. So we're going to... Can you see that bit? No, probably not. I'll bring this over here so you can see it properly. Like that. Hopefully you can see. I'll just cut it like that. So 4... Because let's be honest, it is a pie. It's going to be like a rustic pie. So this is how I cook, people. I just use my own creativity. I don't really use recipes. Although you can use recipes. I was thinking of wine. I could put wine in it, but I'm not going to do that, I reckon. I'm going to make it I'm going to make it simple. I'll probably drink the wine with the pie. Wine just adds a rich flavour to things that you use it with. You could put mushrooms in it if you wanted to. Alright, do this quickly. Right, they're telling me to use 2. They're saying 2 is masculine, so I'll use 2 onions. Just don't forget, some recipes only require half an onion, and that still gives the recipe enough flavour. But I just love onion. Onion's really healthy, and it's inexpensive. So I just think it's really good. I mean, look at that. That looks like enough, doesn't it? Diced onion. So that's going to go straight in the pan, in the pot. Right. So I'll give it oil. So I've got this on high heat over here, just with some oil and onions in there. And I'm going to now, these are the rest of the ingredients I think I showed you before. I don't know how much of this Wisda shear sauce I'm going to need if I've got Vegemite here. But this has also got like golden syrup and molasses in it as well. Like it's got sweetening agents in it. That's why it's a sweet, spicy sauce. Yeah, good blend of spices, vinegar and molasses. So it's got like a spice. It's like a tangy, spicy, sweet sauce, which is why it's so awesome. I love Worcestershire sauce. Butter I'm going to put in here. I reckon I'm going to put a good dessert spoon in there. It actually goes a long way to flavour of butter, so I'll show you. Probably that much is fine. That'll give it heaps of flavour. A little bit goes a long way. Right. Put this here, just so you can watch me now chop up. So I've got it on high, my burner in the background, and gravy beef. So it was from Aldi, 758 grams. Very inexpensive, but good for pie. So these are very quite thick chunks. I'm going to use the fat and all of it, everything in there. Whether I put the lid on and just stew it while it just cooks in there. So I'm going to chop this up quite roughly. So I can smell that butter cooking in the onions. I'll put the kettle on so I can use some water to make the sauce. So I'll make my own diced beef with gravy beef. See, that smells really good already, what's in there. What I'm going to do is put flour in a cup and I'm going to add hot water to it and just mix it up so that it doesn't go lumpy before I even pour it into the sauce, into the saucepan. Okay. That's called roux, Janelle Bloom said. That's what it's called. Rightio. So that can just go straight into the pot. It's good wisdom, isn't it? That's why she's helping people. Okay. That's why Mark just called me a faggot, Mark McCarthy. Right. Beef schnitzel is not for gravy beef, she's saying. You're too arrogant, aren't you, Bergamo? Alright. Radio. Should I say that? His victim scum baby, she said. She'd prefer victim Benjamin Harrison, she said. Cox-like logic is good for people if it's mutual. They said stiffy and if it's mutual. There you go. Right. The Mayo clan is saying it's Wisda to put more onion. It's not necessary, but it's Wisda, meaning that it will enhance it if you add more. But because Wisda is actually wisdom, non-wisdom is wisdom. But it's not really that necessary. I will put red wine in this because I reckon it's just going to make it rich. That's my intuition, Janelle was saying. This cooking is very intuitive. She doesn't like your information platform if you're not transparent. Alright, people. Wisdom's flavour, she said. Okay. Helping people is flavourful. Right, so now I'm going to turn this up to high heat. So that's in there, just cooking. Rightio. Right. I'm actually going to put the lid on this just for the time being and let it cook. Okay, main freight Vegemite is here. So we're going to now add the Vegemite to the pan. Right, we're not going to use Worcestershire sauce because we're going to add Vegemite and brown sugar instead. So, one in there. And another one I'm going to add as well. Worcestershire sauce is sweet with spices, so it's essentially going to be like what this and brown sugar will do anyway. So, we're going to omit the Worcestershire sauce and leave it out. And we will leave that there and see if it needs more salt later, because that's going to be quite salty. So obviously, since this is got it all over the spoon, I'll get rid of that with some boiling water in a minute. So what else have we got? Wine. So just some red cask wine we'll put in here. About half a cup. Like that. So that's just all cooking away in there. So I'm going to put the lid on and get some flour mixture. prepared. Now I want this pie to be tender, so what I reckon I'm going to do is leave this to tenderise a little bit, just because it's gravy beef and it's quite thick. So before I even add the flour and thicken the mixture, I'm going to leave it to tenderise. I might just add the brown sugar, and then yeah, it'll just be a matter of adding the flour later to thicken it in a bit of hot water, and stir it, and it'll all come together as a nice thick rich sauce. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'll add the sugar now just to give it some sweetener, or I could do it, no, we'll add it now, why not? I find brown sugar really good to use as a sugar, just because it's got that flavour. It's actually got molasses in it, funnily enough, like the Worcestershire sauce. That's what makes it a brown colour. So that's why it's got that nice flavour to it. So actually caster sugar with molasses, by the way, brown sugar. That's how it's made in the factory. That was Janelle's information platform, by the way, that this is white sugar, caster sugar with molasses. So I reckon we're going to go for 1 spoon. I did listen to her a lot on the show back in the day on Ready Steady Cook. She had really good tips and just fun facts like that I remembered. So it's cooking at the moment. I'm just going to let it tenderise, so we'll be back. We all love you, faggot. That's what she did say. Janelle Bloom. Okay. NJ said swipe left because you aren't arrogant when you're helping people. That was a nice compliment from NJ. You are allowed to be a bin person, aren't you? Yeah, I probably need to be, I leave a mess. You're watching a mess, aren't you? It's probably not the most attractive thing for you to be looking at, so perhaps we'll change it to the saucepan. That stock pot's really good, by the way. It's not the, there's 2 big ones at Kmart. This was the more expensive one. I think it was like 29 bucks. But it's got a really thick base on the bottom of it, so it's really good for cooking, because that base actually makes a difference. And obviously it's big, so it's good for batch cooking and it holds a lot. So that's why I love you, Ben. That's what Janelle said. Jeez, it's compliment central here from her in particular today, which is nice, isn't it? That's why they love you. Faggot soul you are, like Peter Everett, aren't you? Okay. That's quite strong. I can smell it. It's very, very strong, that Vegemite. I don't think this is going to be needing a lot of salt. But it's going to be tasty. That's my soup kitchen, faggot, I heard. That's good. That's really nice. I just tasted some. It's delicious. am going to cut a third onion just because. Why not? The sweetness is good. I can taste the wine. I can taste the Vegemite. The Vegemite gives it a real punch. It's sweet. That's actually delicious, that beef. I'd call it a beef stew simply because I'm not going to put it in a pie, like I'm not going to put it in pastry. So, I don't know how long this beef is going to last. It's 758 grams, but I can't see it lasting that long because it tastes so good. Let's be honest, those meat pies were, sorry, not meat pies, the beef burgers from Coles, they were 800 grams for 10, and I think they were 68% beef, obviously, because they put fillers and everything in them, right? So they were 68% beef. So this one here is this is 758 grams, and it's pure beef without fillers in it. So it's just as much as those burgers, but it's more beef in it, more beef content. Rightio. This is why I love Ben, she said, Janelle. Probably because I like to share all of this information with people. Mark McCarthy said Fago. Just going to do the same thing again. Okay, chopper I heard, so I'll probably make it smaller this time. Perhaps because it's more surface area. More surface area does probably also add to the flavour, because you're getting more surface area that's basically infiltrating into the mixture. Like more cells of the onion exposed or whatever. So that's good Wisda, Joe Kun said, and good Fishter, he said. Huh. Joe Kun's not here, but Lily Cerner is here. Alright, there you go, it's just chopped in there, simmering away. It actually tastes really nice. So that onion will lovely. I don't even need to stir it, that'll just cook like that. And I am going to let it evaporate. What should I do? That'll evaporate quite quickly, so I'll probably put the lid on just so the meat can cook for a bit longer, and then take the lid off. I do want a bit of a sauce with it. I don't want no sauce. So yeah, I will put the lid on just so it can keep a bit of sauce. Perhaps I'll put the kettle on and make another coffee.